Hello everybody, welcome back to Kinleg. It is September 3rd and man, it rained yesterday afternoon and last night. I'm surprised the ground's not like really wet. Let's see what we got on the agenda for today. Yeah, I'm a bad equipment owner. I left everything out in the rain last night. It was raining so much when I got home, all I wanted to do was get in the house and get dry. I think we probably have about all the honey we're going to get for right now. I think they're going to start or stop producing. Let's take a quick look over here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I forgot to fertilize that field, and it doesn't look like I fertilized that field, or if I did, it needs it. So let's see what we can do about that. Do I still have... Let's go over here. See, I don't think I have no fertilizer spreader in there. That's a cultivator. There's lime. So do I have something here? And what do we have in it? Looks like it's empty. Yep. Now what? And okay, there's that. Do I have any? No seed or fertilizer in here. All right. Oh, we're gonna have to. Do we still have the store being able to deliver some things? Looks like we don't have that turned on right now. Oh yeah, well we do have it turned on. And it looks like the sawmill is doing its thing. We'll have to push some of these logs up, maybe cut some up a little bit more. Or any of these. You would think I could pick that one up. I guess that wood is just so dense. Okay, sorry. Let's go to the store. First, let's check to see if there's anything on sale any good that we would need. No, nothing. That's okay. Let's get our fertilize. Let's get I can get 4 of those. It's not that much money. So how is everybody doing today? I hope y'all are doing well. I am doing, my back is hurting. It comes and goes. Something I live with. We have more. I think that keeps getting more. I don't know. I think it should be making more. It seems slow to me. Excuse me. Let's get the big tractor. I don't know if the little tractor can hold. Don't know if the Ford could handle. Since we're not using the New Holland for anything right now. Oh, you know, we should probably check. Am I not lined up? Ah, well. That would be a problem. Let's see if we can get it to attach now. There we go. If only in real life it was that easy. Man, let me tell you, how many times have I had to beat and bang on those bars to get the stupid things to even just get on the pins on the equipment, the lift bars on the pins. Oh my God. And then you get them lined up. You get one lined up and the others out, and then you have to you put one in, and then you either drive it forward or backward, and then if you do it just right, you can get the other one in. It's a little better if you have somebody helping you, but if you have to do it by yourself, oh man, it is not fun. Alright, let's go make short work of these fields. And which fields was it again that we needed? Not that one. We need the one across the street and the grass field over there. Let's start with this one. Yeah, it's gonna need some fertilize. Let me just check one thing, because sometimes these get where lime is less, and I can't remember if this one is one of those. Okay, no, it's detecting the full 30 meters. All right. Let's start putting out that fertilizer. So yeah, I have, once we get these fields taken care of, in order to have some income, and I want to kind of make a little adjustment to the farm as well. So we're going to take and we're going to start doing, kind of hate to do it, but we're going to have to do a little forestry work. We're going to clear out some of the trees behind the house and barns there, kind of up on that hill a little bit. And then I think that's going to make a good place for us to put a goat pen in. And we can start with some goats too. Get some goat milk going, and might even get a little dairy. I know I said the productions would not be something I wanted to do in this thing, but we got to do what we got to do to get this farm paid off. And a little small dairy wouldn't be that big of a deal. We got plenty of room to put one. And I'm thinking we should also get some chickens. That would be a good use of our grains that we're growing. Be feeding our chickens. But it's going to take a little while for cows to really start making any money, because they reach their maximum value at like 36 months, like 3 years old. And there's different age ones out there, but you got to keep some. Oop, we're out of fertilize already. Let's go get some more. You know, we're going to have to get that going too. Need to get some more in there. We can have quite a few more. We have plenty of hay. We picked up some hay from that contract that we did. Man, the game has started jittering again. It had stopped that. I think I got a update, a Windows update that happened. Something happened. I hate it when that jitter starts after some device update or something. That's why I try to avoid the updating device drivers and things like that while recording one of these series. Kind of messes things up a bit. Let's go get this one. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Why do you keep insisting on it? That one's good. Let's get the fertilize spread. And let's get this next one. So yeah, I think we're going to be clearing out some of those trees, and we might as well do something with them. I mean, we can sell them directly if we end up with a whole lot of them, but I'd just soon put them in the sawmill and let them turn them into useful products. And I know I have it on auto sale, which is not something I normally do, but I don't want to keep carting those to a sale point every day. You know, I know we lose a little bit of money, but let's face it, we're going to make quite a bit of money off of that no matter what. So we could potentially make enough off of the trees to pay the farm off. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. We can make extra payments on the loan to pay it off sooner. Which might be a prudent thing to do, at least every once in a while, make a little extra payment here and there. Get ahead on it, maybe. Okay, that one's done. Let's go get... Let's just see. This is the other field. Let's see if I drive over here and see if it has... no. It's basically saying that it's what it needs to be, so I don't guess we do need to fertilize it. I guess the grass just doesn't need that much fertilize. I'm good with that. So we'll take and fill this up, and then dump it back out into as few as we can. Now, how much is left in this one? 282 liters. Okay. Well, let's go put the fertilizer up. And then we can go look at some tree harvesters, maybe. We're going to have to rent it if we can afford it. May not be able to afford it. May have to take and sell a few trees to get started. Now, I just noticed that there, we go in here, and that is under miscellaneous. We could sell that. We don't need that anymore. We got rid of that cedar. Just forgot to take care of it. Alright, let's carefully back in here and drop this off. Oh no, my coffee cup is empty. Excuse me. All right, I think sorry about that, man. My cough is rough today. I'm gonna park this right here. And hold on a second. Time to switch from coffee to water. I think I'm gonna make another cup of coffee later. Sometimes I do too. Well, my cups of coffee are like 2 or 3 cups of regular coffee anyway, so. Yeah, I kind of got hooked on drinking coffee, and I used to doctor it up with sugar and creamer and all that kind of stuff. Made it like almost like a dessert. And then I just, because I have issues with my blood sugar, I have had to cut that out. And so I've gotten to where I just drink it black. So I used to just get the cheapest coffee I could. Then I did a little research and found the some of the stuff that you do for kind of a gourmet coffee, if you will. Get the grind it yourself and get the specialty stuff that's been roasted, and no, I don't want that. Okay. And you know, that kind of thing. And it was getting expensive because I was doing, well, I bought a hand grinder so I could hand grind the beans myself. Then that became kind of a pain because as much coffee as I drink, I'd have to either grind it 2 different batches, or you know, something like that. And it was already becoming a lot of work. I was using a pour over coffee in a carafe kind of thing, and it man, they get kind of crazy about that stuff. Some of the people do that really get carried away with that, like, you know, different techniques of. So if you've never used one of those, the way it works is you put your filter in it on top. It's a kind of a standard cone filter kind of thing. And then then you heat water in a temperature controlled electric kettle. So you set the temperature on it, and you get the water hot. Excuse me. You pour a little bit of water in the carafe, kind of swish it around a little bit, and that lets the temperature heat up the carafe, so that when you pour your coffee in, it's not going to cool it down too fast. And then that's sitting there, you grind your coffee while it's kind of warming up there. And then you weigh the coffee beans. And once you have the correct weight, then you grind them by hand, or if you use an electric grinder, they to do it the quote-unquote proper way, they get to be very expensive because you need certain kind of the grinding burrs that come on. Certain kind of grinding burrs that don't do too much. Gee, that's almost as bad as threading a needle. The grinding burrs, the grinding burrs, they can grinding wheels, whatever you want to call them, they can have a detrimental effect on your ground coffee, at least to the purist. And so you have to have like these specialty grinders that are very expensive. And that's why it's really preferred to do the hand grinder, because it's got the right kind of burrs in it and everything. And then it also is a slow grind. So then you have to pour. You put your coffee in the filter in the cone part, and then you're grinding it. And I mean, yeah, not grinding it. Then you got it in the filter. Then you pour your hot water over it. That's at temperature, and you have the whole thing sitting on a scale. And you have to pour a certain amount of water in. And it lost my train of thought for a minute. You have to pour a little, let it sit, pour a little, let it sit, pour a little, let it sit, and the amount of time you have and the way, even the circular motion or the motion of where you're pouring it and everything, it just, at 6 o'clock in the morning when I get up, that's not what I want to be doing. I just want to drink a cup of coffee. I want a good cup of coffee, but I just want a cup of coffee. So I switched to what the purist would consider a bottom-of-the-line automatic, but way better and way more expensive than just the basic Mr. Coffee that I've had most of my life, and definitely not a Keurig or K-Cup. So we're going to be coming up in here and cutting trees. Now some of these are going to be a little big to cut, but alright, it's been a change of plans here. I've been having some technical difficulties with getting this recording done. This will be the third attempt at this point. At least I have a saved point to start from again. So the change of plans is going to be, I had talked about getting something to help cut these trees down, and in the first failed attempt that didn't work very well. Then I switched to another method using a skid steer and a tree cutter. And believe it or not, that didn't work very well. And then on top of that, the game locked up. Basically, I hit a button and it just, once it responds to that button, it quits working. So my plan is to just cut those by hand, and then we'll use the other tractor to drag them in. I wonder if those are just... are those actually limbs? I know. Yeah, that's what those are. There we go. Let me go ahead and cut that one off a little bit too. The smaller pieces can get brought in. When they have room. So anyway, since we're going to have to everything we did said we couldn't cut these, so we're going to cut this one by hand. Take out the stump. Take out that. Oh, it had to have got caught. Well, used to, you could just walk on these and they would do, I think they've kind of changed the way the delimbing process works in FS25. It's not perfect, but let's get these out of the way so that the tree can fall. Really? Now who are we hung on? These two. Are we having fun yet? Are we having fun yet? No, no, no. I don't know. Cutting these trees is going to take a while. How many of these do we have to cut down before something completely falls? I'm telling you, today is just not my day. Yeah, you know, till we get the other stuff processed, I don't know. We're just going to have to cut these up into some smaller pieces. And did I not cut that one? What's that about? I hope that's the stump and not the whole. Yeah, there we go. Oh, right in the garden. Great. Good job, Skeeter. Well, what a mess. Oh man, more fun than a barrel of monkeys. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Barrel of monkeys. I don't even know if they still make those. Oh, we're not cutting. Taking out the tree limbs. Taking out the tree limbs. Now this is doing a pretty good job here. Finally. Like I hit the groove, huh? At least on that one. Oh, missed a couple though. Jump over here on this side. maybe looking at a plan B here. This just does not seem like a lot of fun here. Does not seem like a lot of fun. What is that telling me? That that's an actual limb? Great. Oh my goodness. Definitely going to be a change of plans here. Yep, change of plans. We'll have to see what I can come up with by the next episode. I have an idea. Okay. Plans A, B, and C. Kind of a failure. Although maybe cutting these down and then dragging them out, I can get a little bit better after I drag them out. We'll try that. Cut, 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 cut. All right, you don't want to fall. Now let's see. Down. And come on. Yeah, I don't know. That's not going to work either too well. These are not good forestry trees, that's for sure. Well, yeah, we'll just have to see what our plan D is at this point. We do have to get rid of those trees out of there so that we can open that up, and we need to make some money off of it. I know we're making money off of this. And, you know, I ought to take and just have this start producing everything. We're not really, we want money, but that's not our primary concern. And we can more quickly use up the wood that's in there. So, yep. Okay. Hopefully this combined with the other recording that I did, edited with the failures edited out, will be a mostly regular length video or episode. So I appreciate you hanging in there with me through all these troubles, and I would appreciate it if you haven't already, if you would subscribe, and if you just out of charity would like to hit that like button for me to help improve the standing of the channel for the YouTube algorithm, I would appreciate that. And then if you would, if you wanted to, you can hit the notification button. Maybe leave me some comments. If you have any suggestions for Plan D, or if you have, if you think I'm just crazy, whatever, I'm open to it all. And hit the notification button so you can get notified when the new ones drop. And if you'd like, I wouldn't mind if you would share it with your friends, neighbors, and your neighbors' friends. But until next time, this is Cousin Skeeter saying bye-bye for now.